device. This phone. It wants me to rotate. So you hear me now? Let me know if you hear me. If you don't hear me, this ain't gonna be good. Doctor. Do you hear me now? Don't hear say people, so I guess you hear me. That's nice. Update. Oh, power. Hello. I watch your. I don't know what's going on. Logged out of what? Well, that's okay. Good afternoon. Hear you. Okay, great, 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 great. Well, I'm down Lincoln today. It's actually warm today. It's nice. It's probably about in the 40s, I think. Yesterday was in the 30s. And I don't know if you saw a little video we did with Wendy and I. If you saw that yesterday, she made me take it off. It was for a friend of hers wishing their daughter happy birthday. I'm listening to you for some time. I'm listening to you for some goodies. Well, good. So am I. Now I hear you. Great. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll walk and do this because I got to get home. There's so many questions to answer in Lesko Help on the Facebook thing, and Lesko Help, and they just need the information, and it's like $5.95 for state report. So this is what I call a state mini grant reports for your state. So I have 50 states up there. You just put in your state and which report you want. What do you have to start with? And that's really, I think, what you need. And I think we have to learn how to get information and what to survive. We all want that one, website to fill out the form with, and just wait and the money come in. And that's not going to happen a lot. Verizon has a grant for women. Yeah, I think it's like ends today. Is that the one that ends today? I put it up on the website on Lesko Help. The Verizon grant for $10,000 for women entrepreneurs. But I see so many, at least Lesko Help members. I mean, they will spend hours, days, weeks, months even, looking for stuff and never getting it. And I think it's because we're relying on the internet too much. I'm telling you, I know. And what I'm going to suggest is not that it's going to guarantee, but it's going to guarantee you that you will get the best possible ones that's out there. The problem is using the internet, you still think there is something out there when there isn't, because the people who you see on the internet are promising you all this stuff. And if it's not there, it's not there. You've got to think of another way. So to me, and I outlined this for a member today, and she lives in Utah. She's helping a friend with a seriously illness, trying to find help for her and getting the runaround. And that's what the mini grants, I think, will help people do, even if you're not a member. And by the way, if you're a member of Lesko Help, you get all that stuff for free. And you have to get a list. You have to use the phone, first of all. You have to get off the goddamn internet. Only when you know the exact website that this is at, because nobody knows where any of this is. Things are happening so fast and so quick, and it's not organized, and so nobody knows, and you go around in circles, and you won't see anything because it's not there. It's not going to be there till tomorrow. It's not going to be there till next week or whatever. And you have to find that out. And the only way you're going to find that out is by getting on the phone, talking to people, and learning how to treat people on the phone. And you have to have a system for it. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to call." No, because you're going to get one or two bad things, and it'll be over. I mean, it's the same way like getting a job. I'm going to go out and get a job, and you knock on one or two doors, and they say, "Oh, no, we're not hiring." If you give up, you're never going to work, right? And so it's the same thing. You have to have a system to do this, and that's what I'm trying to do with the mini grant reports, is give you the list. So if you're looking just for extra spending money, okay, well, there's a system. And the system is you get all the people, a listing of all the people in your neighborhood, in your state, or whatever, whose job it is to help people solve financial problems. And see, then there's another list of people whose job it is to help you start a business. Okay. See, those people, calling those people are so much better than Googling to get a grant for a business. Because once you do that, you get 5 gazillion places, and that's what's going to take you months, years, or whatever to get through it, and you'll never go, and you'll get tired and bored, and you try it again tomorrow in your search, and it's just going around, what I call going around in Google circles. So you got to stop that, you know. And what you do is you get that list. Okay, here's the 10 people, 12 people, there may be 15 or so in your state whose job it is, now listen, they have a job of helping you get money. They have a job of giving you money. They have a job, they get paid to do this. But see, you never find these people on the internet because the internet is full of people who want to get your money, not give you money. Because Google has to survive by getting people's money. How do they get people money? Well, they get advertising. Who's going to advertise? People advertise in Google who want to get your money. So people like the government, nonprofit organizations, stuff like that, that gives money to people and helps you get through life, they don't advertise. So you don't find them. And you go on, you get suckered in, and the people, we spend more talent, more energy, more money on figuring out how to get money from people than I think anything else in the world. I think that's the basis of capitalism, right? Trying to figure out how to get somebody else's money. And so the people who are out there trying to solve your problems and give money, and this is what humanity is, isn't that what being human is all about? Helping each other, The people want to help you do stuff. They don't have advertising money, and we rely on it. And so, and in the educational system, we don't teach people how to use this. And what happens too is that when we're hurting for money, we get pissed off, because things aren't going well. When things aren't going well, we don't treat people very nicely because we're angry. And so we start looking for money and nothing is going right, so we get angrier. And to use this current system, I believe you have to be the opposite. Because the people are giving you money are not trying to get money from you. So their motive isn't there. The people trying to get money from you, they're very nice to you because they want to make sure you give them money. The people who give money to you, they don't have that same motive. They're trying to help you. And that's what they're in that business for, is to help other people who are struggling, okay? So if you're calling up and pissed off at them because you can't get money or something or other, that's not going to start a nice relationship, is it? That's like somebody opens the door on the first date and they say, God, are you goddamn ugly, aren't you? What the hell did I do this for? You don't want to continue on the date. You just close the door and go away. You don't need that aggravation. So that's what you have to remember. When you go through that list of people who get money to help you. Now, they may or may not help you. There's no guarantee or whatever, but they get money to do that. And this is their job, to show you what's available for you. And one person doesn't know everything. That's why you have to get a list as big as you can and start going through that list. Now, you say that's a lot of work. Yes! Yes! Yes, it is! Surprise! It is a lot of work, and that's why our human instinct is to be lazy as shit and do nothing and expect to get it. It ain't gonna happen. Well, it happens once in a while, and they're the people you see in the ads. I got this, and in 13 seconds, I became a millionaire. How do you like that? You can too. Ah, God. Yeah. We want to believe it, yeah. And the people who are selling it to you know you want to believe it. That's why they keep telling you that. Uh, and that's why if you just say, okay, this is going to be a pain in the ass, it's going to take a lot of work. And I'm going to have to get on the phone and start talking to people who know this stuff. This is the first time you're looking for free money. People have been in this business for 20, 30, 40 years doing it, giving it away. Yeah. They're going to know a lot more than you are. They're the people you want to talk to. And see what's neat about it? They're free. They're not the experts on the internet who get paid $500 an hour to tell you about it. Please send me some places for grants. Lots. I mean, that's right. I mean, I'll put in a link of the basic sources. I got 2 lists for every state, that I'll put in when I get back to the ranch, my apartment downtown. And it's sunny, and the sun's out and everything. I'll put it in the description. So you could download the 2 places the 2 websites that I have, or one is www.leskohelp.com. Somebody put that in the chat. Would be nice. www.leskohelp.com. And then the other one for the mini grants. Now, see, if you join Lesko Help, I give you all these mini grants for free. If you don't want to get sucked into subscription, and people don't, you just need something to get started. And the download link that I have for free in the description isn't that. For $5.95, I give you a grant listing sources for your state. See, everything's state. That's where the action is. It's not the federal government. It goes on down to the state. And so if you go to Lesko Reports, Lesko, and then Reports, Reports, and then my Spotify. I haven't learned all the Spotify stuff yet, but again, myspotify.com. So it's leskoreports.myspotify.com. And you'll see map of the United States. You click on your state, and $5.95 for a report. And I don't know if I'm going to charge 10 or 5. I want to keep it as cheap as possible. Everything I do on now, I only have about 15 years or more to live in this life. I want to make everything as cheap as I possibly can, so people could use it, because I think it's really that people need. I should not be doing this. The government should be doing it. I've been doing this for 30, 40, 50 years or whatever the hell it is, and they still haven't gotten the act together to have one place. They say it is. You go to grants.gov. That's a piece of it. Everything's a little piece. Nobody sees it like I do for some reason. So I got this crazy mind that works like that and takes bunches of stuff, shuffles it in a way that's meaningful to somebody who's struggling. I started doing this helping rich people, and that's no fun. They're boring as hell. All I care about is money. Actually, what bothers me more about money, about rich people working for them, they'll get it with or without me. Man, they'd rather spend $10,000 so somebody, has to be nice to them. No, I don't want to do it that way. And so they're no fun to work with, So I'd rather give her cheap as hell. People around me are fun to be with. I've ever go to giving lectures at Procter & Gamble on how they could make billions of dollars and everything. And I'm working my heart out, in this big hall, and I act like this all the time. I give speeches, or I want people to have fun, laugh. Nobody has some fun. Nobody's laughing. Nobody's cracking a smile. And it took me like 2-3 weeks to find out how well I was doing. They're all afraid to show their inner self in front of their in front of their peers, kind of thing. They're trying to be very sophisticated, and now I get to pick my nose, and I'm a human struggling through life, and want to know other people don't know what the hell they're doing, and scared as hell like I am. And they don't want to admit that. I think because they can't get paid a lot of money if they admit that they don't know what they're doing. So I want to, hey, this is shit I found out. Works sometimes, pretty cool stuff I want to share. But I can't guarantee it's going to work and you're going to be a millionaire. Nobody can do that. They want you to believe they can. Doctors are the same way. Yeah, do this, take this. Oh, it's a practice. They're practicing. Well, it doesn't work. Well, then try this, try this. That's what life is, trying stuff and failing. They've been baptized by pickle juice. Whatever. But it really is getting that list and going through the list. So now, see, to me, if you have a list, then you knock that off. Okay, I'm going to do this. No guarantee it's going to work, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk to people who are in charge of helping people in financial trouble and hear what they say. And see, to get them to talk and to get them to tell you about tomorrow. Hey, well, what may be around tomorrow? Because that's what's going on now. There's a lot of stuff coming down for tomorrow. And you want to be wired in so you're first in line. And that's why when you call people and talk to them about something and they say, we got nothing, it all ran out. I don't know where we're going to get the next one. Then what you do is you say, hey, here, let me give you my email address, my phone number or whatever. So if something comes in, it'd be great if you could know. Maybe they have an email list they're keeping names on. I mean, there's some, I just looked at Texas recently. They have one at the state housing in Texas where you can leave your email because they're going to have that grant money for getting rent grants. $25 billion is coming. And so they want to, collect names of people to let them know as soon as it's there. Another member found the office that's going to get that in Florida, a county. And the lady in Florida said, come on down, I'll give you a copy of the application. It's not on the internet yet. So she could go down to the county office, get the application, fill it out, and be the first one ever to be in line for that grant. Now, how are you going to get those people to do it? You have to be nice. Nice. You gotta be nice to people. And then how are they going to keep you on the list? How are they going to send it to you? When you send them a thank you note after the call. You say, hey, who's your supervisor? Let me send them a note on how nice you were to me. Everybody wants their boss to know they're great. To the customer and the client, because that's what you are. You're a client, a customer, as a taxpayer to that office. You send them a thank you note. You send them a cookie, a muffin, or whatever. They'll remember you forever. And you'll be on that list. And that's what it takes. All of life takes work. I don't know why we become so sophisticated. We think everything is a button. No. And actually, the more we have robots running things, the more people like people, I think. You want to deal with a robot to not be human because you're forgetting how to be human. Being human is fun. You can pick your nose and everything like a human being. Yeah. And it's fun being human. And I think if you show your humanity, then people become more comfortable that you're not going to screw them over if they're not perfect. Hey! And that's why everybody is so cautious, because they think they'll sue you because you're trying to be perfect. So if I'm not perfect, this asshole's going to sue me if I do something wrong. So they want to do as little as possible so they don't say wrong. No, you want to be human. That's how. And these people, the bureaucrats are just struggling like you and I are. So you get to warm up to them, and you're going to live in that country, city, whatever, for a long time. And that person giving out the money is going to have new money coming next week, next month, next year. And you're going to be alive, so you want to know. So you start building your network of people in your community who's in charge of giving out free money. Now that's a group you want to be in. And you can't get in that group on the internet. Maybe it's a start, maybe it's whatever. A piece of it certainly is. But it really comes down to people business. And that's where the real action is. And you want to use that as much as possible. Okay. Well, I got so many Lesko help questions that I got to get my butt back there. Grumpy people, too bad. Yeah, they're. No, I see. That's the pickle juice. Yeah, that's funny. And start answering these questions so they don't build up forever. But that's fine. You guys make me smart because you have a question. I didn't know that. You know, and then I had to figure out what it is. Then I learn it. Hey, I could tell somebody else about that. That's why this woman today who has a problem with a sick relative, I said, okay, you go and make all these calls I'm telling you about. Now, here's what to do. Keep notes. Keep notes when you call. Because the ones you don't get, you call back another day and see if you get lucky and call them back. I mean, one Lesko help member, he said he made 18 calls. No, I think it was 8 or something like that. Before he even got through. Then by the time he got through, the woman who called him back finally after 18 calls gave him her personal cell number and personal email so that if he didn't hear from her within 2 weeks to call her and beat on her. Yeah. Hey, that's what you need. See, and that's what life is. Life's full of wonderful people. They're hiding because they're afraid to come out. So you make it safe for them to come out. That's what we need. I miss grants from the state of Missouri. I need grants. Okay, gonna have to do that. It may be easy. There may be. I mean, once in a while it gets easy or whatever. But no, I mean, you gotta live for a long while. I hope. Don't we all hope? If you're only living for the day, then, you know, that's not the way you live. And the fun part is doing something that you haven't done. Not doing something that's easy. It's no fun, you know, having an easy game. It's what's going to make you better. Making you better is stretching what you do. Doing things you haven't done before because you don't know what the hell to do. And that's what's so nice about what's going on now. Nothing works. So nobody can have the balls to tell you that something's right or wrong. Nobody knows what the hell's working. Nothing's working. So you got to be creative every day. And that's the fun part. And then that's the grow. That's how we grow. Otherwise, nothing happens. We keep doing the same old stuff that's not working anyway. So don't do that. That's beating your head against the wall and doing it harder because it's not working. Well, okay, guys, I don't know, I think it's going to be cold and maybe even snow tomorrow, but today is pretty nice. So, nice to see you in the sunshine.